We got what we wanted. We got what we wanted. We want to kick off, get him inside the 20. Defense, our first shot out of the barrel. This is where we set the tempo.
The story of a football season has many faces. In 1980, some old familiar faces turned up in unfamiliar places. But in Pittsburgh, only the expressions on the faces changed. For the first time in 9 years, the Steelers missed the playoffs. They won only 2 games in the AFC Central, a division they once dominated. Pittsburgh's fall coincided with the rise of the Houston Oilers and its vaunted Earl Campbell up-the-gut offense. Oiler head coach Bum Phillips bet his job that his team could kick in the door of the Steelers dynasty. But while the #1 contenders were battling at the division's front door, a long shot flew through the attic window and into first place.
What we do best, and it begins and ends with pass protection, is throwing a football. And beside anything else that you would do would be increasingly boring.
Clock down to 34 seconds, and the Cardiac Kids are at work today.
Oh, it's time to get nervous. Side 3rd and 20, throwing to Logan. He got it on the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Dave Logan! Touchdown by Dave Logan, 46 yards, I don't believe it.
They used a formula for success that was anything but boring. Their quarterback, Brian Sipe, was 1980's Player of the Year. Only one other team passed for more yards than the Browns in 1980. By the final Sunday of the regular season, Cleveland needed only to win in frigid Cincinnati to clinch the Central Division title. But the Bengals refused to go down without a fight. They matched the Browns score for score and produced one of the season's greatest games. The lead changed hands 6 times, but true to their thoroughbred form, Cleveland had what it took at the wire. Sam Ratigliano's Cleveland Browns, just one of many surprises to emerge from NFL 80. When 1980 began, the New England Patriots were cast in the leading role in the AFC East, while the Buffalo Bills, with neither the talent or looks of the favorites, were given only a minor role in this division play. But when the curtain went up, the plot thickened. Buffalo wasn't following the script. In fact, head coach Chuck Knox had them stealing the show, and they raced past the Patriots at mid-season for the division lead. Suddenly, the team with the AFC's worst record in the 70s was winning with character in the 80s.
In their shotgun formation at the Jets' 31-yard line, 12 seconds to play. Ferguson looking to throw. He throws toward the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown! Unbelievable!
A cast of young players and crusty veterans were spinning a fairy tale season in Buffalo.
You know, a lot of people talk about Buffalo this year being a Cinderella team. And, you know, I'm not saying that I'm a big part of it, but I am a part of it. You know, when I went to St. Louis was termed as a Cinderella team under Don Coryell. The same way last year in New Orleans, we had the opportunity to knock the Rams out of the playoffs and go ourselves. We didn't get that accomplished. They called us a Cinderella team there. They're calling Buffalo right now a Cinderella team. I think that's all fine and dandy, but I hope they don't start referring to me as the Good Fairy.
But as the season drew to a close, the Cinderella Bills found themselves dancing towards midnight. A loss to New England in Week 15 produced a must-win situation in the swirling fog and drizzle of San Francisco on the season's final Sunday. But midnight had come and gone, and these Cinderella Bills were still dancing.
The Bills need to hold them to win their first division title since '66. 2 seconds to play. There's the long throw toward the end zone. And it is deflected, incomplete. And the game is over. And the Bills have won the division championship. What a dramatic finish in the fog and the rain of San Francisco.
Are you ready for this? Are you staying on the edge of your seat? Hey, hey, come out and watch the Detroit Lions that no one can seem to beat. Hey, hey, and another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. All right.
After 2 straight losing seasons, the Detroit Lions dusted off 5 of their first 6 opponents, as #1 draft choice Billy Sims took the Lions and all of the Motor City for an exhilarating ride. Sims' salary classified him as an extravagant gas guzzler, but he got good mileage per carry and led the NFL in touchdowns. Unfortunately for Detroit, Sims could not carry the Lions to the NFC Central Division Championship. That distinction belonged once more to the time-tested Minnesota Vikings. In the season's waning weeks, Minnesota raced past the fading Lions and won the division title on Tommy Kramer's wing and a prayer of a pass against the Cleveland Browns.
23-22 in favor of Cleveland. 5 seconds left, first down, Cleveland 46. 3 wide receivers right, Kramer back to pass. He's going deep, down the right side, and it is fought for, and it is touchdown! Touchdown! Rashawn! I don't believe it! I don't believe it! The Vikings are in the playoffs. Absolutely one of the great dramatic finishes of any football game anywhere. The Vikings go to the playoffs, 28-23.
Among the many surprises of NFL '80, none was bigger than the Atlanta Falcons, who celebrated their first NFC Western Division championship ever. With the NFL's second youngest team, the Falcons scratched and scrambled to 12 victories, including a last-minute photo finish past the 7-time defending champion Los Angeles Rams.
Here it is, 4th and 11 at the Falcon 46. Bartkowski back to throw. Here come the Rams.
It is.
Bart's got time. He's going long. He's got Jackson. He catches it. Falcons win 15-10.
At last, the Falcons owned a distinction they had always wanted, but never had.
Division champs. First time ever in Atlanta. Western Division champs.
10 times in the past 14 seasons, the Dallas Cowboys were champions of the Eastern Division of the National Football Conference. In 1980, Dallas fans were again confident, bred to a winning tradition that reflected calm and collected Tom Landry. When retirement claimed several veteran Cowboy players, Landry found replacement parts that kept the Dallas machine in gear. Quarterback Danny White was thought to need a year to settle into Roger Staubach's shoes. But in his own shoes, he threw 27 touchdown passes, the most in Cowboy history. But it's not the number of touchdown passes you throw, it's when you throw them. And in the clutch, Danny White did a good impersonation of the legend he replaced.
Here come the Cowboys, still with 49 seconds to go. Ball at the 23, 27, 24. Danny White with one running back. Here comes the blitz again. Danny back to throw into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Drew Pearson, the Cowboys wide receiver.
However, not everybody in the East was quite so impressed by these Cowboys. In Philadelphia, the Eagles sensed the collapse of the Dallas Empire and stood like barbarians at the gates of Rome.
We want Dallas! Dallas! We hate you! Dallas! Right here! At the bench! At the bench!
The battering ram of the Eagles was their defense, a unit that permitted the fewest yards in the NFC and gave up the fewest points in the NFL. With a team of cast-offs and low-round draft picks, Philadelphia was the NFL's junkyard mongrel. But while they possess few pedigrees, the Eagles managed to win best in show with their team defense and a liberalized offense that featured the passing of quarterback Ron Jaworski. The Eagles and Cowboys finished with identical 12-4 records, but because of a point differential, the championship of the NFC East belonged to Philadelphia. While the NFC East turned out to be a dogfight, the AFC West materialized into a space-age shootout. The graceful Sky Pilots of the San Diego Chargers against their arch rivals, the veteran tough Oakland Raiders, who were led by Jim Plunkett. Plunkett returned Oakland to the long ball attack for which they were once feared, while San Diego quarterback Dan Fouts merely continued the Chargers' laser-swift aerial show, gaining more yards in one season than any other team in NFL history. In 1980, the young Knights of the Chargers and the old Warriors of the Raiders dueled in the sky for the championship of the AFC West. When the final bomb burst, the championship belonged to the Chargers. San Diego was the only team in football to repeat as division champions from the previous year. Perhaps even more remarkable was the second-place finish by Oakland. Head coach Tom Flores injected 14 brand-new players and still won 11 games. As wild-card entries in the playoffs, they set their sights on pro football's ultimate destination, the Super Bowl. However, in the icy playoffs in Cleveland, the Raiders needed a thunderous defense to keep their dreams alive. For Oakland, a season of so many plays came down to just one.
The ball on the 13-yard line of the Raiders, who lead 14-12. But with Cleveland needing only a field goal, the Browns appear to be in the driver's seat. Raiders on the thin edge now. Sight looks, he throws! And it's intercepted! Holy Toledo!
The story of the AFC ended the way it had started. The Raiders and Chargers on a collision course for the championship.
From San Diego's Jack Murphy Stadium, it's the American Football Conference Championship game between the Oakland Raiders and the San Diego Chargers. The winner to advance to New Orleans in Super Bowl 15 in 2 weeks.
San Diego showed why they had reigned as the NFL's masters of the air. But the Raiders' mastery on this Sunday ended that reign. A 34-27 defeat sent the San Diego Chargers' vision of a Super Bowl plummeting to earth.
They could only watch those glowing hopes dwindle away as now the darkness closes over San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium. Darkness that symbolizes the end of the Charger dream.
For the Raiders, the dream lived on.
The jubilation begins. The Raiders are bound for the Super Bowl for the third time, climaxing one of the great stories in football in recent years, the total resurgence of the silver and black. New Orleans, here come the Raiders.
In frozen Philadelphia, the Eagles and the Cowboys met to decide who would meet Oakland in Super Bowl 15.
A lot of guys have heard me say, never allow anybody to take you for granted. I have a feeling that the Cowboys are sort of taking us for granted right now. We're here because we've earned the right to be here, and we can beat this football team. If the Dallas Cowboys are going to take us for granted, we'll whip their ass.
Well, that eye slant wasn't bad the first time we ran it. Huh? The eye slant's been good, Dick. High formation. High formation. Quick 141. High formation, quick 141.
Second down and 10. The Cowboys with 6 defensive backs. Jaworski gives off inside, running with Montgomery up the right side. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, touchdown! Wilbert Montgomery! Montgomery explodes on the right side, and the Eagles have scored first.
Wilbert Montgomery, number 31, dashed for 194 yards as Philadelphia ran away with the NFC Championship 20-7.
All right, slot split. I want 47 slants. This should be a touchdown right here, Dick. Should be a score.
Under the lane of Leroy Harris up the middle across the line. Touchdown, Eagles. Leroy Harris. Leroy Harris. Up the middle.
We're going to New Orleans.
I'll tell you where you're going. You're going to Super Bowl. You know, he's going to Super Bowls where he's going.
Hey, let's back
The Philadelphia Eagles are in the Super Bowl at long last.
January the 25th, 1981. Super Bowl 15. And a dream come true for both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders.
Super Sunday, what a day. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true. It's unbelievable. Yes, and we're going to win. We are going to win, no question.
However, the dream soon faded for Dick Vermeil's Eagles.
All right, double, base pass 46, 47, check with me.
Play fake. Back to Jaworski with time to throw.
He's got Spag.
Drills one. Intercepted. Rob Martin.
Oh, run. No. Throw it right to him.
The first of a Super Bowl record 3 interceptions by linebacker Rod Martin set the stage for the NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Jim Plunkett, who orchestrated a brilliant Oakland offensive performance. Don Florey's Raiders did not hammer the Eagles into submission. They did it with finesse and flair.
Steps up. Can't find anybody yet. Takes off running to the left. Throws on the move. And it's caught by King at the 40. King takes over the 50. King all the way. Double game. To the 20. To the 10. To the 12. Touchdown Raiders.
This was the same style that brought the Raiders to this Super Sunday, and Philadelphia could do nothing to prevent it.
Philadelphia's defense may be a little frustrated. Maybe trying to shift to another gear that isn't there.
The Raiders seemed innovative, while the Eagles appeared predictable. The inevitable result was a classic mismatch. All phases of the Oakland attack were programmed to deliver the killing blow. Oakland demonstrated that it is not solely a team skill, but also its poise that decides the outcome in championship games.
Silver and black football is king of the hill in the National Football League.
Oakland's 27-10 victory over the Philadelphia Eagles was a storybook ending for a remarkable football season and a fitting conclusion to a thrilling year. NFL '80.